Hi, today I'm going to do a mixed media canvas with my Creative Paper Clay. So this is the first step. What I had done is I had a piece of paper clay left, still in good shape, but I had it for a while. And what I did was I put it in, this is my tip for the month, but you had seen that I had put it in a bag with water. And I mushed it around, made it real mushy. And the great thing is you can use this for slip and everything, and you can keep it in the bag so it won't go bad. And then what I'm going to do is, for my mixed media background, I'm going to take my, I can't even think, what is this called? And an old, I love keeping my old hair things. And I'm going to take this Impressionabilities from Spellbinders. And I'm going to make a background. So I'm just going to open my bag a little bit. Well, first maybe I'll squeeze this up to the corner as if you're going to pipe icing, which I don't do because I'm not a baker. But just want a little bit. And I'm going to open it just a little bit. Now you can do this one of two ways. First, I'll squirt. Let's open a little bit more. Maybe I'll just do section by section and just squirt that out. Take this. And since my painting is going to be this way, now look how nice that is, how thin. And it's a molding paste. That's what you've essentially done. And I wanted it pretty watery. The chunks you can always push out because there's going to be, you can't really, unless you really need it and get your hands into it, which for this project, that's not what I'm going to do. And since it's mixed media, nothing has to be perfect. But I'm going to have, let's squeeze a little bit more. Okay. And it's great, these bags, because they just zip back up. And you can see, but I can just smash those big pieces out because they are wet and saturated with water. So we'll do this top half first. Go over a little bit more. And really, if you have chunks, it really doesn't matter. Because it just adds to the texture, which is what I want. Now, this is one way to do it. So you just spread it on. Like I said, perfection's not needed. Then you take and I'm going to use this circle, and it's metal so it bends, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to lay it in this corner, and I'm going to press it down and just kind of go over it. And I can scrape from somewhere else because I can add, remember, you can add more. And perfection, again, is not what we're hitting. We just want some texture. And if you don't have one of these, you can use a brush. Now see when you lift it up, how it looks? And then just go next to it. Press it down. I use it to press down. In fact, you know what I'll do is I'll just squirt a little bit right here just to keep taken from. I like having the texture down, like the stuff down first, because it helps the stick. Because like I said, it's metal, and again, just go over it. And it's okay if you smear, you know, the other part, because like I said, we're going to go over this once it's dry. And this is going to be our background. So then you just kind of lift it up. Set it down. Take some more. You want it thicker? Do it thicker. You want it thinner? Do it thinner. I'm going to show you out of one package how you can get a beautiful mixed media painting, abstract. And again, we're going to lift this up carefully, and you can see let me just get this here so I can lay this down. And again, you just want the essence of it. You don't need it to be perfect. We're not doing scrapbooking or anything like that. And this one, I'm going to give it a little gap, but I'm going to put it like that. And squirt some. It's starting to dry already, which is great. I'll just do it like that. You want it more defined? Make this a little thicker. Like I said, for me, you can see there's some blobs in there. It's okay, just mix it on here. And I'll just run this so I can stick. Because I want the whole canvas covered in this mixture. Because I am going to paint it, the background, but for now, I'm just going to okay. Lift it up. Scrape this down a little bit. There's a little thick piece there. Now I have a lot of arthritis. I have rheumatoid arthritis and I have osteoarthritis. And I have to tell you, if you and I, you know, like I said, fibro, all that stuff. So this clay is the best. It's so easy. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't hurt my hands when I'm done. It doesn't. Sometimes when I use Sculpey and polymer clay and whatnot, which I love too, but my hands, it really hurts my hands because you really have to condition it. And this stuff, you don't have to. And it really makes you feel like you're, I don't know. It's so hard to explain. It's just very easy to use. So if you have always wanted to try clay, but you have problems with your hands, try this. You'll be amazed. You really will. Okay. And right here, I'll just do the edge part. And again, we're not looking for preciseness. We're looking for texture. And I'm going to push this down. And just swipe it over. Just add a little bit of texture. There we go. Now you can see here, here's a thick piece. Do I want to leave it? Probably not. So I'll just mix it in. And watch, if you screw up, you can just mix that in with your other stuff. And like I said, you can keep it that thick and do it if you really want. But I'm just going to kind of mix it. A little bit land there. All right. And then what I'll do is I'll just lay this back on. I mean, kids can do this. This isn't toxic. This isn't anything but fun. And when you're done, you're going to have a beautiful mixed media painting. So if you want to dabble and get into the mixed media, this is the way to do it. There you go. Like I said, right here, might want a little bit more texture. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Now, obviously, you have to wash these off. So I will lay them over here. And wipe my hands off for a minute. Now, any of these little, like, ends will easily sand off once you're done if you want to wipe it off while it's wet. But it's okay. But so far, here's what we got. And this is going to look great. Now, I see here I missed a little bit. So I have some spread here. And all I'm going to do, because we just want the texture, you know, pull this out. It's already drying. That's how fast. But I'm just going to pull this out a little bit. Just so those ends, get it? Like the stuff that come off. And just a little bit of texture. Okay, so that's step 1. After this is dry, we'll be back with step 2.